Every single team we talk to has the exact same headache. You just need to run one single tiny command on a server, and suddenly, you're on this massive scavenger hunt for an SSH key, you're wrestling with a VPN, or let's be honest, you're just begging a coworker to do it for you. But what if you could bypass all of that? What if you could literally just click and type? Let's dive right into Cloudshot Terminal. It allows you to access your cloud machines directly from your browser. Imagine you're looking at your infrastructure map. The quickest way in is right there in front of you. You just right-click an EC2 or Azure instance, hit execute command, and boom, the terminal opens up instantly, already connected to that exact machine. There are absolutely no PEM keys to manage and no jumping between different tools. And because this isn't isolated to just AWS, that exact same smooth experience applies to your Azure virtual machines too, giving you a totally consistent workflow across your entire cloud environment. Now, if you prefer browsing from your dashboard, it's just as easy. Simply select your cloud account and region, then multi-select the machines you want to work with. And here's the best part. You aren't limited to just one at a time. You can grab a whole batch of instances, hit go, and watch them all open up in their own ready-to-use terminal tabs. It completely eliminates that tedious setup phase from your workflow. Take a look at the status indicators on these tabs. They give you an instant read on reality. Green means the machine is actively running, red means it's stopped, and amber, that means it's in a transitional state. Oh, and if you suddenly realize you need another machine while you're deep in your work, just click that plus button on the right to quick add it on the fly. No need to start the whole process over. So, here is where this tool actually becomes a superpower. See that broadcast command bar at the top? Type a command in there once, hit run, and watch it execute across every single open terminal in parallel. Forget the mind-numbing repetition of copying and pasting across dozens of windows. It's one command, multiple machines, done. And don't worry about having to learn some proprietary new syntax. Inside each tab, it behaves exactly like the normal terminal you already know and love. You can run your standard Linux commands, navigate directories, and check users, and everything comes back with a cleanly formatted, readable output. It feels just like a native terminal because you're actually working directly on the machine. Copying and pasting works exactly how you'd expect, but there's a brilliant built-in guardrail. If you paste multiple commands together, Cloudshot actually pauses and asks you to confirm before executing them. Why? Because these aren't simulated commands in a sandbox. They're running live. And as we all know, one quick confirmation click is a whole lot cheaper than accidentally taking down the production database. If a command goes rogue or just takes too long, you can kill it instantly. Just use the standard Ctrl+C keyboard shortcut. You are always the one in the driver's seat, maintaining total control over what's running on your infrastructure. Getting a script onto a remote machine used to be a real chore, involving SCP commands or complex file transfers. Here, it's one incredibly smooth workflow. Just paste a public script URL or upload a file right from your laptop, select your target OS, whether that's Linux or Windows, and click Load and Run. Cloudshot handles the rest automatically. When you're running commands at scale across your fleet, visibility is absolutely everything. Notice the centralized command log table. It gives you a time-stamped history of everything executed across your terminals. You can easily spot that the apt-get update succeeded on Web01, but the nginx restart clearly failed on DB02. From here, you can filter down to just those failures, jump directly to the broken machine to fix it, or even export the whole list to Excel for your next security audit. And what if a machine isn't running? Instead of throwing a cryptic, frustrating error code that sends you straight to Google, Cloudshot actually tells you what's wrong and what you need to do next in plain English. Plus, as a nice little bonus, there's a handy cheat sheet for the terminal's keyboard shortcuts right there when you need them. The workspace itself is entirely flexible to fit your style. You can minimize it to a thin bottom drawer strip while you navigate your wired infrastructure, drag the top edge to resize the panel when you need more breathing room for larger outputs, or just open it in a brand new tab for a dedicated full-page workspace. Let's put this side by side with traditional SSH. Look at the typical requirements. Normally, you're juggling keys, configuring OS users, manually checking logs, and constantly worrying about exposed endpoints on port 22. Cloudshot strips all of that away. As you can see, you get cloud-native access with centralized IAM policies, centralized command logging, zero inbound internet exposure, and exactly zero .pem keys to manage. One connection, every machine, zero SSH keys to manage. As cloud infrastructure scales, the tools we use to access it have to evolve from fragmented manual processes to secure, centralized workflows. So the real question is, looking at your current setup, how much time is your team currently wasting just trying to get through the front door? That's Cloudshot Terminal.